and the rest he keeps for himself. Our labor tills the soil, our dung fertilizes it, and yet there is not one of us that owns more than his bare skin. You cows that I see before me, how many thousands of gallons of milk have you given during this last year? And what has happened to that milk, which should have been breeding up sturdy calves? Every drop of it has gone down the throats of our enemies. And you hens, how many eggs have you laid in this last year? How many of those eggs ever hatched into chickens? The rest have all gone to the market to bring in money for Jones and his men. And you, Clover, where are those 4 foals you bore? Who should have been the support and pleasure of your old age? Each was sold at a year old. You will never see one of them again. In return for your 4 confinements and all your labor in the fields, what have you ever had except your bare rations and a stall?
Okay, so all the animals give and get nothing in return. In fact, they just get enough to keep them above starvation. But what did Molly come in doing?
Eating sugar.
Eating sugar. She acts like a cow. She acts like a horse. She acts like a hen. She acts like a sheep. She's an animal, in other words. But she's got sugar in her mouth. Where did she get it? The mane's plated with red ribbon. Where did she get those? See, she's bought and sold by the bourgeois class. She's an owned animal, but she's still an animal. And even the miserable lives we lead are not allowed to reach their natural span. For myself, I do not grumble, for I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm 12 years old, and I've had over 400 children. Such is the natural life of a pig. But no, Lenin didn't have 400 children. That's not the case. What the case is, his influence has gone far beyond what he imagined. But no animal escapes the cruel knife of the end. You young porkers who are sitting in front of me, every one of you will scream your lives out at the block within a year. To that horror we must all come. Cows, pigs, hens, sheep, everyone. Even the horses and the dogs have no better fate. You, boxer, the very day that those great muscles of yours lose their power, Jones will sell you to the knacker who will cut your throat and boil you down for the foxhounds. That's for the bourgeois class to enjoy hunting on their horses and let their foxhounds run because they're well fed, better fed than the proletariat. In fact, they're fed not only what the proletariat earns, but they're fed the proletariat themselves. As for the dogs, when they grow old and toothless, Jones ties a brick around their necks and drowns them in the nearest pond. I would not want to fish in that pond. Right?
It is not crystal clear, comrades, that all the evils of this life of ours spring from the tyranny of
Tyranny. That's why I need to look that word up there.
Cruel rule.
Yeah. Anybody else know it? Did you know it? Really? Okay, well then I guess you can look it up. And nobody else needs to put that on their list. You know what it is. I'm sorry. It'll be good for you. Expand your vocabulary, right? Yeah. That's what all this is about.
Only get rid of man and the produce, of our labor would be our own. Almost overnight we could become rich and free. What then must we do? Why work night and day, body and soul, for the overthrow of the human race? That is my message to you, comrades. Rebellion. I do not know when that rebellion will come. It might be in a week or 100 years, but I know, as surely as I see the straw beneath my feet, that sooner or later justice will be done. Fix your eyes on that, comrades. throughout the short remainder of your lives. And above all, pass on this message of mine of those who came after you, so that future generations shall carry on the struggle until it is victorious.
Oh, so Old Major is calling for rebellion. So we might be very close to an inciting incident, don't you think? I thought we probably should mark this down. Right? So if you saw that phrase in a quiz or a test, you would say, it's not a foil, no. No, it's not fiction. Well, it is fiction, but it's not fiction as a genre. It's not an aphorism, because that's the only word I know, right? But I don't even know what that means. I just know the word. So, oh yeah, it could be inciting incident, right? It gets better though, because there is more. All right. You ready, Austin? Is the time up? No, we still got 4 minutes.
Next paragraph, right? Okay. And remember, comrades, your resolution must never falter. No argument must lead you astray. Never listen when they tell you that man and the animals have a common interest, that the prosperity of the one is the prosperity of the others.
You need to know that. What is the common interest?
It is all lies. Man serves the interest of no creature except himself. And amongst us, animals let there be a perfect unity, perfect comradeship in the struggle. All men are enemies, all animals are comrades.
All men are enemies, all animals are comrades. That's an axiom. That's what it's called. You're going to have to know that. An axiom. Or maxim. One or the other. Now, if man is the enemy, you got to get rid of him, right? He's the problem. It's all about, and throughout history, and I've told you this before, it's all about resources. That's what humanity has thought about since the beginning of time. How do we distribute the resources that are here? And that's what most every war is fought over in. We call it ideology. We fight over ideas or differences in beliefs, but it's all about the resources. In one sense, okay? It'll get a little more complicated, but that's it, to a degree.
At the moment, there was a tremendous uproar. While Major was speaking, 4 large rats had crept out of their holes and were sitting on their hindquarters listening to him. The dogs had suddenly caught sight of them, and it was only by a swift dash for their holes that the rats saved their lives. Major raised his trotter for silence.
Yeah, okay, so what just happened? What do we call this? What? Yeah, it's a distraction. What do we call it in literary terms? Relief, exactly. It's kind of a comic relief too. So what happens? Here we are, we're in a gathering. It's all animals, right? It's all animals. And they're saying, Major's saying from the get-go, animals are comrades. Unless you're a rat. What happened? Why did the rats have to run for the holes? Who spotted them?
Dog.
The dogs and the cats. So now he has to clarify something with everybody. What's he going to say? Rocky, tell us.
Comrades, he said, here is a point that must be settled. The wild creatures, such as rats and rabbits, are they our friends or our enemies? Let us put it to the vote. I propose this question to the meeting. Are rats comrades?
Okay, are we really all equal? Are we? That's the question at hand before him. The dogs figure in prominently from here on out. It's how Stalin scores ultimate victory. The dogs that he trains. Okay, we'll pick it up there tomorrow. Comic relief, don't forget that.